The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, he's going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the ground, it's Marshall. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. The Wolverines will keep this drive going.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the fourth down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Here we go with the run on 4th down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on them.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It's still 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The end of the first quarter with the score Michigan 14, Rutgers 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the Scarlet Knights brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one or a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
That's caught. It's Taylor. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
2nd down after that incompletion. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, it's just, and the plus.
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Ballman. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Obliterates him, still on the move. The ball pops out on the return. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan 14, Rutgers 9.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Lowers those pads. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's strong. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the run, it's Benjamin. And the Scarlet Knights get the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? This time he's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one.
Going for it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Okay, ready? The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They take the lead with the 6. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being safe. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score. Rutgers 17, Michigan 15.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. 9th snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Number 23 in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Grab near the sticks. It's McMahon. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Running to the left. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
This running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Rutgers! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Using his feet. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Michigan! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the point after is good. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it and get that clock running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this.